the consumer wants to use, the producer wants to produce for these two output, which one is a combination. For example, like what you call it, bread and water, and then maybe more bread production, less water, maybe more water, less bread, or something like that. Okay, I think you guys can answer it. Number 5 will be following could cause an outward shift of production possibility curve. What happened? Production possibility places outward, shifting outward. You see that? So another one is production possibility frontier model illustrate with economic concept. What concept? No, production possibility frontier will be concept is that there are many scarcity, also trade-off and choice, opportunity cost. All those things are included in the production possibility concept. No, these are all we have to think all things. Now another one is gain from the trade depends on trading. So what about the trading? Trading will be like the which advantages you can get it. Maybe you can get the advantages on the comparison. If you trade this thing, what about another product? So you have to make the comparative advantages. No, so means that number 7 will be gains from the trading depends on the comparative advantage. Okay. Now number 8 will be like the United States has a lot of land, Japan has very little land area compared to the United States, compared to Japan. What output do you think the United States will most likely have an absolute comparative advantage in producing? So you read the statement first, whether number 8 question now. Question number 8 is something like United States and Japan you compare. If there is the sum of the some of the countries have the limited number of land. So land labor capital is the inputs of production, isn't it? So if there is a little bit of the production, so number 8 now, number 8, a little bit of the production will be how? If there is a lot of land, how? Which product we will produce? If for sure, if there is a plenty of land, can we do? You are doing the automobile. Automobile no need plenty of land, isn't it? So you see, now what product you are going to produce. So another one is yeah.
Except ada orang nak masuk.
Oh, orang nak masuk. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, participant. Sorry dear, I cannot see that. Alright. Another 2 more left in. Okay. Okay, now where we are. I don't know why the seller have to send the what do you call it? Accept. Not automatically in. Medieval breakout session. I don't know how to. People cannot enter by themselves. Alright. Okay. Where are we? Number 8, no? Number 8 is like you see. No? Now is number 9. Number 9 is what is a competitive market. What is competitive market generally means? What is that? Fully informed buyers and seller act as a price taker. Competitive market will be price taker. No? Okay. So number 10 is law of demand. Law of demand is, what is law of demand? Law of demand is price and quantity, how inversely or inversely proportion and negative positive. You think about that. Okay. Number 11 is which of the following cause an increased demand? So demand curve is if there is the demand curve move outward. Demand curve is like downward sloping, right? If the rightwards, meaning that outwards is what's going to be happen. For example, like increased consumer goods or whatever. No, you just every time before you answer the question, you just roughly drop the supply and demand curve or whatever. Then you can think about it. No? You can think about it. Okay. Number 12. Number 12 is the price. Number 12 is. Price below equilibrium will result in. So what is the price below equilibrium? So either is a shortage, either by the surplus. No, you draw the shortage and surplus condition, then you can see that what is the shortage conditions happening, what is the surplus conditions happening. No, so think about it. Number 12. Number 13. Actually, is the price is below the equilibrium prices. What do you mean? What do you think about it? The one will be shortage, right? Is the price below the equilibrium? The supply they want to reduce, but demand is stayed there. So supply is less, demand is stayed there. The market becomes shortage, isn't it? So okay. Number 13 is suppose a market is in equilibrium. If there is a decrease in demand is decreasing. Not if demand is decreasing, then what we can expect is higher equilibrium price and higher equilibrium quantity. If demand is No? So if the demand is decreasing, if market is in equilibrium, demand is started to decrease, meaning they move to the left hand side, right? So what's happened? No? You draw it to think about it. Then what happened? The higher equilibrium price and higher equilibrium quantity. No? You just think on it. You have to draw it. So every time if you want to study, I want to tell you, every time if you want to study this microeconomic, you better make sure they understand the graph. Then you can answer all those things. That's why only we have two, supply and demand, only these two, but only these two are only changing and the concepts are there. So you will get it, huh? You will get it. So number 15 here, which is the most likely to have a perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand, what is that? So what product is perfectly inelastic? No? Perfectly inelastic demand is, how about that? What is happening? Is it by the gasoline? Is it by the favorite food? Is it by the college tuition or life-saving surgery? So perfectly inelastic meaning that they have, no matter is the price is how or what market is about, whatever life-saving surgery. For example, if you have to make operation, like if you didn't do operation, then you will die. Then you won't think about the price, you won't think about you won't think about any demand or supply, whatever, isn't it? So perfectly inelastic meaning that there is no effect by price or demands or whatever. So think about it, which one? No? Which one? So number 15 is about perfectly inelastic demand product. Which one? No? Which one is happening? So number 16 will be the sign, positive or negative, or cross price elasticity value can tell us. Cross price elasticity. Cross price elasticity. What is a cross price elasticity? So what does it mean? Then that will be like if two goods are complements or substitute goods. So cross price elasticity meaning that sometimes these two goods are like that. We complement each other. Complement each other means like the what do you call it? If one good is demand is become high, another one also high. For example, like what do you call it? Complementary goods is, for example, like if the rice price is high, and then cooking oil price also high, because they go pair together, right? So something like that. Or another substitute goods, for example, like chicken and egg. So if we cannot afford to buy chicken, we will go for egg. If no, maybe the dark egg or the chicken egg or something like. We have the substitute goods. So means that if these two complementary goods and substitute goods are together, then we can see the cross price elasticity value, because one price elasticity and another price elasticity almost come together. No? That's why cross price elasticity is we can found in what they call it, complementary goods and substitute goods. No? Okay. So another one is number 17. Suppose milk has an income elasticity that is positive. No, milk have the income elasticity. So means that milk demand is elasticity happening because of income. So income is increasing, buy more milk. If income is decreasing, you will less buy the milk, something like that, right? Number one, what does this mean then? So less than one, but less than one. So milk have the income elasticity and the positive value, but elasticity is less than 1. So what does it mean? So what does it mean? Do you guys still remember? So that will be some of the goods are inferior goods, some of the goods are luxurious goods, some of the goods are what you call it, superior goods or whatever. Actually, if income and demand of this product is go together, meaning that there will be necessary goods. Necessity goods meaning the basic goods. For example, if you want to buy more this thing, you must have the high income. So income and this demand for that product is come together. What we call the positive relationship. So that kind of thing is, we call it necessity goods or like the basic goods. Not basic goods. So milk is that we can consider as the necessity goods. No? Necessity good. Number 18. Where does consumer surplus come from? Consumer surplus. What is the area of consumer surplus? Consumer surplus will be if supply and demand below the demand curve, above the equilibrium point, isn't it? So consumer surplus is happening. So look at that again now. What does it mean, consumer surplus? So number 18 will be what we call it, consumer surplus is paying the price of the goods less than their willingness to pay. So sometimes consumer surplus is, sometimes we pay for the price but very low. Then we can get surplus. It's easy. If there is the what do you call it, the real price we have to pay is above our expected our willing, we want to pay only low price, but the real price is already high up, so meaning that we cannot get surplus. Consumer surplus meaning that not only in terms of money, in terms of satisfaction also, sometimes we pay this price but we gain more value. This is, we call it consumer surplus, right? What we can say, if you buy the movie ticket, so if you at the movie, it's only 2 hours movie you go and watch, but 2 hours movie you pay for that. But not only that, if your movie is your favorite, favorite actress is acting, favorites like the what do you call it, whatever, you like the horror whatever, so this will make you more satisfaction. Then it is your surplus is more, your surplus is more. So that this is the another thing we have to think on it. So we're at number 18 now. So number 19 is, suppose they sell hot dog from the food truck, but just the hot dog went ringgit 150 each to generate a lot of producer surplus. So land back again, what is the consumer surplus, what is the producer surplus? That will be another 2-3 question from this consumer and producer surplus. Number 20 will be, what is the ceiling price? Ceiling price and dead rate loss. What is happening, ceiling price and dead rate loss? What if we set the ceiling price, how is the dead rate loss is happening in there? You have to think on it. So study back again, what is the dead rate loss? Now 21 is about the, what do you call it, major market. Major market meaning that major market is like the all of the thing, reducing government regulation or restriction on the certain goals, improvement in technology and production capability, increase information and communication between buyers and sellers. So all those things we can make the correction of the major market. If the major market meaning that the market structure is already messy, we cannot make like the almost the market is become failure. For example, there are monopolistic behavior, competitive behavior, all those things are happening. So that kind of things can be corrected only by the government intervention, technology. All these things have to be considered, right? Otherwise, this product market will be failure. The product market failure means that will be gone from the market. That product is gone, disappear from the market. That's why if you want to make the market, correct the market, to be corrected to the market system, so we need everything, government intervention, technology, all those things. Okay. So another one is the reason of the government to the market. So why we have to do the government, what do you call it, intervene. We call it intervene. Intervene meaning the government involved in the market is because of all those things, surplus. But make sure consumer must have the surplus and producer must have the surplus. Right? Consumer surplus and producer surplus must be there. Then this market is become corrected. That's why government want to need to involve, not want to involve, need to involve in the market correction, correct the market. So number 23 is ceiling price also. While the price ceiling may increase the consumer surplus, what is the negative market consequences? Now look through back in the ceiling price condition. So another one is, how can government eliminate excess supply with binding price? Another one is ceiling price, binding price. Look back as well. And this one will be government buy up the excess supply no matter the price is high or low. What do you call it? Is the binding prices. If government make the binding price, binding price meaning government set the fixed price. You guys cannot sell or cannot buy with the other price, only the price set by the government. We call it binding price. So if the binding price is happening in the market, then sometimes people doesn't want to buy, sometimes producer doesn't want to sell using this binding price because only the fixed by the government, right? So if this thing is happening, what government can do? Almost the market is already spoiled because of this binding price. One of the solution is only government have to buy whatever thing they set the price. Because why? If government not involved, producer also doesn't want to sell it with this price. Consumer also doesn't want to buy it with this price. So in the end, in order to save this market, government have to involve. So have to buy whatever things. So we call it buyback system. So whatever things product is, because sometimes surplus is occurring in the market because nobody wants to buy this product because the price is fixed by the government. So all the products are already piled up extra in the market. So in the end, later on, if this thing is keep on long term, later on the market will be failure again. So what government can do? Government is to buy back this thing now. So government have to buy all those surplus things, whatever price, because this price also you are the one who set the price, right? Okay. So another one is tax wedge, tax wedge, WDGE, tax wedge, that what is a tax wedge? More show that if the tax is levied on consumer. So if we make the levy to the consumer by paying as a tax, what is happening? What is happening meaning that so what is happening means that the tax burden will be split between the consumer and farm. So what does it mean is, if we charge the tax to the producer or consumer, then this one is actually not only for the consumer, not only for the producer, we are sharing. That's why taxation system is kind of like fair and square policy lah, we can say that, because if once you apply the taxation, then the burden is not only for the specific person, even though you tax to the consumer, even though you tax to the producer, but these taxes in the end we are paying fair and square, because later on, in order to make it the market equilibrium, everyone is paying for that, in later concept. So this is 25. 26 is now subsidy. So what is happened to the subsidy? Subsidy will be, if subsidy increase the amount of the market activity, how do they create debt rate loss? So what is the connection between subsidy and debt rate loss? Go through back again. So another 27, what is the idea and method of review preference is important, review preference. Also, what is the review preference? Well, how much you want to pay? How much you want to pay for that? Then that will be the people's actual behavior rather than what they see. So after making the reveal meaning that open up, buka, they are willing inside. So making like, if you want to talk about the review preference method, we will ask the interview through the opinion to how much you want to pay for the product. So meaning that examining the people's actual behavior inside, not actual rather than just the outside behavior. So make sure this review preference. So number 28 is, what is the most likely example of something giving negative marginal utility? So what is negative marginal utility? Meaning that marginal utility meaning, if you have the 20 ringgit, your what they call it, maximum limit for your budget is 20 ringgit, and then if you want to pay this 20 ringgit to eat a buffet, buffet 20 ringgit, then you will eat whatever amount of all those things. So meaning that will be the negative marginal utility. Means that even though you have the limited marginal utility limit is only 20 ringgit, then you have to use what they call it more than your limit. This is we call it negative marginal utility. So in there is we have to pay the, for example, having too much money, getting too much education, having too many shoes, eating too much at a buffet. So buffet meaning that you have the limit only 20, but you will eat more whatever you want. This is the thing. Negative marginality. 29. So what determines the slope of the budget constraint? Determines the slope of the budget constraint will be, as what they call it, budget constraint. Just now budget constraint also, you have only 20 ringgit. So 20 ringgit if you want to buy, if you want like the progression possibility, if you have the budget constraint line is only 20 ringgit. So which one you want to buy, how many? For example, you want to buy the bread and water, so you only have the 20 ringgit, so you have to adjust. Okay, 5 ringgit for water and 15 ringgit for bread. So these things are decided for you the price of these two products. And if the bread is expensive,